Hello, my subscriblings, and welcome back to day 2 of Shipmas. Now, today's couple, I feel like, is the most relevant to my channel. Today's couple is going to be Bubbles and Boomer from the Powerpuff Girls. For those who don't know, my most popular video on my channel is a Powerpuff Girls animation that I did 10 years ago. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's been 10 years. It's hard to believe that that's how this channel started out, was with Powerpuff Girl fan art. I feel like that was the majority of the content I was creating at the time. I still love the Powerpuff Girls, but they aren't as relevant to my art these days. So I wanted them to be day 2 because they hold a special place in my heart. And I do think that out of the 3 big pairings in Powerpuff Girls, I think Bubbles and Boomer are my favorite. I'm a bit biased towards the happy, bubbly, optimistic character. So without further ado, let's get into the speed paint. As you'll see in the beginning, I used a reference photo. And something that I'm really trying to work on with my art is being able to use reference photos, but adapt it more into my style. Because I find that when I use reference photos for poses specifically, the art doesn't look like my art because I tend to just mimic the reference pose as closely as possible. And a lot of times, the reference photos that I use have more realistic proportions, but the style that I'm trying to go for is a softer style. One style that I've been trying to study this year to figure out my body proportions that I want to draw is the owl house. So I started doing the reference photo, realized it started to look a little too much like the reference, so I scrapped it and then started back over, and I definitely think I accomplished the softer style that I was going for. I also think that this style just fits Bubbles and Boomer a lot better than the other style that was occurring. One of the things that I enjoy most about drawing the Powerpuff Girls now, when I do draw them, is getting to design different outfits for them. The original style is so simplistic that it really leaves the door wide open for possibilities for the ways that you can design them or draw them in your own style. One of my favorite renditions of the Powerpuff Girls is an anime that I found on YouTube in high school for the Powerpuff Girls Z. I remember finding that and being absolutely obsessed with that style, to the point where I actually mimicked it in my sketchbook for a while. But that is my favorite version of their dresses. For those who don't know, this is what Powerpuff Girls Z looks like. There's something about those dresses that just, oh, I love it. And for those who have seen my Powerpuff Girls animation, you may recognize that I based my OC Blaze's dress off of the Powerpuff Girl Z dresses, just without the jacket. For this one, I wanted to try my hand at doing my own version of Bubbles' dress, which I have done once before in an attempt to redesign the Powerpuff Girls for a remake of the Good Girl animation. I ended up scrapping that idea because it was gonna completely rewrite the animation and make it completely different from the original. So I just had cool designs that didn't really go anywhere. I wanted to try my hand again at making a fun outfit for Bubbles. Boomer was the same way. I wanted to do a little something different with his outfit. It's nothing too crazy. I just thought a little sweater with a button-up underneath would be cute. I'm sure I've seen other artists draw the Rowdy Rough Boys in similar styles, so that's probably what I was thinking of when I did this. Now, unlike day 1, where the background was just colors from the opening of Don Da Don, I wanted to mimic the backgrounds that you would see in the original Powerpuff Girls. And this was a fun little mini challenge within this to try and mimic that, because it's a lot of shapes that I don't usually draw. I'm not very good at cityscapes, but I think this turned out okay for what it is. And I think you can kind of tell that the inspiration was from the original Powerpuff Girls. With that, the speed paint is done. Now, for those who are unaware what this drawing was for, it's for a little series that I like to call the 12 Days of Shipmas, where I will be drawing 12 different couples for the 12 days leading up to Christmas, like a little advent calendar where each day is a different present for you guys. I am uploading these dailies until Christmas, so if you don't want to miss one, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so that you can get a notification when I upload them. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next video. See ya!